Hi. Sorry, I was like, what was I thinking about? I was thinking about Deborah Harkness. I have all of her fiction books. I'm waiting for the next one to come out, obviously. But because we're in quarantine, things have stopped and slowed down. So I'm excited whenever her fifth book comes out. And it also, it's not a trilogy anymore. Will it called be All Souls? Is it going to be separate All Souls themed kind of book? Series? No idea. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, I'm holding all of her books. So, I dropped one just now, but I managed to get it back. So, we have Discovery Witches, and then we have Shadow of Night, and then we have The Book of Life, and then we have Times Combat. I enjoyed all of them. Then we have The World of All Souls. So basically, like the notes and behind the scenes stuff and pictures and more about the characters. And I haven't finished reading it yet. I have put it down since I got it because I got distracted reading other books. That's the truth. Otherwise, I read all these books like more than a million times, and I love the audiobooks so much. On Audible, can't stop listening. I haven't listened to them recently, but always like, not always, but every now and again I feel the urge to start re-listening to them. And I've watched season 1 of Discovery Witches not too long ago, and I just had this feeling inside me that's like, it's just so good, and it's got Fleetwood Mac in it, or like a cover band for them, and it feels good. It feels good to me. Does a book or a book based on like a series or a film feel good to you? Same thing. It's like Practical Magic, the film. Yeah, love the film. But I've recently been reading it on and off amongst other books I'm reading on and off because I'm reading other books. Can't stop reading books. So from my own library of books, I guess you could say, um, I'm curious about the first book, which is kind of a fiction book, but more of a science book. Curious about that. I think it's alchemical. If you know where I can get that book, let me know, or let me get it. And then I could say that I read all the books. Okay, so anyway, I want to talk to you more about The World of All Souls while I attempt to put the books down on the side here. Okay, nothing fell down. Right, here we are. The World of All Souls. If you find like it's got a bit of wear and tear. I love how this looks on it. I love that it's got the symbol or this is in the book. If you've read her books, you know what I mean. When I point to this and it's like, this is really clever. I love this. To have that as like a seal, or like, you know how they used to seal letters with wax and then they had like they had one of those rings like a signet ring. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, so you stamp it into the seal and it had it. So good. Probably can't tell what I don't know what I'm talking about. God, I'm gonna start again. Okay, I love this. Anyway, The World of All Souls, a complete guide to the discovery of witches, Shadow of Night, and the Book of Life, illustrated by Colleen Madden. Deborah Harkness, Claire Baldwin, Lisa Altunen, and Jill Hugh. I'm guessing all these people have helped to contribute to this book. And there's a humongous thing at the back of the book. Let's see what it says. #1 Times best-selling author Deborah Harkness has enchanted millions of readers with the All Souls trilogy. In the world of All Souls, Harkness shares the rich sources of inspiration behind her bewitching novels, all with her signature historian's touch. This beautifully illustrated compilation delivers a wealth of new information about the creatures and events of the trilogy, including synopsis of the 3 novels, encyclopedic entries on demons, humans, vampires, and witches, a comprehensive list of characters, including family trees and astrological information, and personal history. Commentary from Deborah Harkness throughout, including her inspiration for Matthew, Diana, and the All Souls trilogy, information on locations, decorative arts, and lifestyles from the time periods visited in the trilogy, including exercise, fashion, and social events, recipes from the books, and comprehensive lists of wines. Background on the magic, science, and alchemy of the All Souls trilogy. Exclusive new material, including outtakes and letters from the characters. Color illustrations of the missing pages of Ashmore 782. I'm very curious about that book. I really want to know where it is in real life. The World of All Souls provides a definitive guide through the magical universe that readers have loved since a discovery of witches. This book is 30 quid, and it's worth it. I love this world. That's what it looks like on the inside. I think it's probably somewhere around the back. Yeah. Big, thick book. It's a long, big world. It's many years of Deborah Harkness's life infused in this book. And it's published by Headline. Just so you know. It's like a letter or something here at the beginning. It's a dear reader. Welcome or welcome back into a world of demons, humans, vampires, and witches, where a reluctant witch and a 1500-year-old vampire discover the secrets left in a mysterious manuscript. When I started writing the books in 2008, I had no idea that so many readers around the globe would take Diana, Matthew, and all the other bishops and their clairvoyants into their hearts and minds. Today I share the creatures in the All Souls trilogy with readers from Australia to Vietnam and Finland to Brazil. This book is for all of you. My curious, engaged readers always have more questions than I can answer on social media, via email, or at a book signing. We've written this book with you in mind and have delved into my file cabinets and notebooks. One sec. That's a weird sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Anyway. We've written this book with you in mind. We delved into the file cabinets and notebooks. We mined the stories for hidden nuggets of arcane lore and historical information. We've transformed some of what was in my imagination when I wrote the trilogy into something that could be shared. As you explore the pages of this book, you will discover a treasure trove of information about the creatures and events of the trilogy. This companion volume gives you a chance to have a good rummage through my inspiration archive. Though some of your questions will be answers. We hope they are replaced with new insights and connections. And as you follow the threads through history, legend, music, magic, and science, we hope that you feel a new sense of affinity for the characters and stories. Enjoy a journey of discovery or rediscovery into the world of all souls. Best wishes. And there's a picture of Deborah when she was a kid and she's hunting for Easter eggs. It begins with Deborah Harkness as a child. It's a really cute picture. Right at the beginning, it starts off with, in conversation with Deborah Harkness, just like answer to questions. I'm just gonna go randomly to the book and just read out the things that you might find what I think you might find quite interesting. If you haven't read any of these books and you don't know who Deborah Harkness is, you won't know what I'm talking about. Okay, moving on. Right, so she goes through the characters, and we all know what. So this is. Did I get on? This is. I know what this is. 1 second. Gonna put the book down for a moment. No, I can't. Damn it. Sorry, I don't say. Anyway, every time I finish one of my books, I did the book, and then when it's done, I send it out to agents. And I've been on this journey. It's been so many years, at least 10 years, if not more. And I've been writing since I was a child. Loads of poetry, stories, everything. I think I mainly wrote a lot of poetry. Then I kind of delved into like shorter stories, and then I wrote my first novel, and I just couldn't stop writing. And I've also been an artist for quite some time, for quite long. Anyway, you don't know the history of my artistic endeavors. So I first sent my submission letter by mail to this literary agent, and it had to be by mail for the specific one, and they look kind of fancy. And I won't tell you the name, but I'll tell you what they said. They said, "Thank you for sending us your work, which we read with interest. Although we did enjoy looking at your material, and in the end, we did not feel there was something that would be suitable for our list." They always say that when they reject it. "We're sorry, your book is not suitable for our list. Good luck next time." Doesn't help, doesn't make you feel better. It just feels like it feels like I never get published, like I never get an agent or a publisher. There goes my dream down the toilet hole, down the black hole. But yeah, so I'm persevering. I'm writing my 4th book at the moment, and the 3rd in the sequel of the trilogy I'm writing right now. So that's a short history. Anyway, so unfortunately, due to the high volume of submissions we received and the relatively small size of our office staff, we are unable to give individual consultation manuscripts or enter into correspondence regarding our decisions. They do say that quite often, which is fine. Please do not be discouraged by our response. I think of this letter as like a more of a positive rejection. Please do not be discouraged by our response. Be sure you will soon find an agent with the right amount of enthusiasm for your work. I really hope so. I also would like to thank you for thinking of Conville and Walsh. Sincerely. Yeah. And I'm using this letter from 2012. Like, how many years ago now? 8 years ago. Can't remember what book I sent this out to. So either Moth or the one before that, but I think it was Moth. Gosh. Anyway, using this as a bookmark. So that was that. I'm going to go forward. She talks more about the characters and the inspiration behind all the characters, the witches, the demons, the vampires, of course. There's a family history for all the characters here at the beginning of it as well. Wow, this is beautiful. So I think this was made, the 2 pages from National 782. This is what they've created. Tree of Life, True Secrets of Secrets. The second one is this one. It's a really beautiful book. Beautiful illustrations. I'll show you in a moment. Trying to find a specific thing. There's a lot, mainly. Yeah, it's definitely about all the books, but a lot of it is from Shadow of Night. And Book of Life, probably because a lot more characters and the story goes a lot deeper. This is the Old Lodge, or illustration of the Old Lodge. Anyway, you know, the Old Lodge is kind of more in the first book than the third book. You know what would be nice? If any of you have this book, and maybe we could do like a live video, live broadcast, live, you know what I mean? Do like a live thing, go through the book and talk about it. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, this video is been gone for quite some time. I'm just gonna go a little bit more through it. This is a picture of Chipping Weston, where she wanted to speak to that demon, and he had like probably, I think he had the last page, and I think it was the last book. I'm going to review the books now. And the other pictures on the other side was Cat So Lodge, or at least inspired by Hamish's Scottish Hunting Lodge. Yeah, pretty. Right, I'm going to go back and read what she says about some of the characters. Don't want to keep you here longer than you need to, or I might feel like I'm wasting your time. Some really amazing illustrations. I was trying to find more about Okay, here's a little bit more Marcus Whitmore, one of my favourite characters. And he's like the doctor, originally blonde, young, smart, clever, handsome. As you know, if you've read the books or know about the books or listened to them, or saw Discovery Pictures, which in the books is blonde, and in the series it's sorry the in the series he's dark-haired, but doesn't matter anyway. So it says here, our full name Marcus Raphael Gallen Thomas Chauncey de Clermont. These are all his names from previous lifetimes as a vampire. Origin of name Marcus has ancient Roman roots, possibly connected to the Roman god of war Mars. It's quite interesting. Date of birth August 9th, 1757. Astrological birth sign Leo. Date of rebirth October 16th, 1789. Astrological rebirth sign Libra. Physical description: Marcus is nearly 6 feet tall, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and a wide grin. He is the quintessential American boy, and dresses in clothes that fit with whatever fashion sense is governing youth culture in a given moment. He is broad-shouldered, long-limbed, and handsome, with a boyish charm. A member of the Knights of Lazarus, the conventicle. Family and romantic relationships. Marcus Whitmore's family is from Hadley, Massachusetts. He is the blood son of Matthew de Clermont and part of the de Clermont clan. She gives like information like that, which is quite interesting. Gonna go back to some of the other characters. Forgot how good this is. Here's a bit more about Miriam Shepherd. Sorry. Origin name Miriam is of Hebrew origin with various meanings, either wished for child or perhaps rebellious. Date of birth unknown, date of rebirth unknown. Physical description: Miriam is around 5 feet tall, petite and fine boned. She is strikingly beautiful with long wavy hair and a dark complexion. Her sense of style is individual, strong, and clear as the woman herself. Miriam prefers short skirts, cowboy boots, and expressive t-shirts. They suit her diminutive frame and large personality. Member of the conventicle. A family and romantic relationships. Miriam's husband and mate, Bertram, tragically died in the 11th century. She keeps in touch with the last link to her mate, Bertram's son, Jason. She is godmother to Rebecca Bishop Clermont. So that's a bit about her. So this is a bit more about the witch that she met in the second book, Shadow of Night, and she becomes like a mentor and friend. Pretty Alsop, full name Good Wife. Good Wife Alsop. Origin of name Goody is the shortened form of Good Wife, a platform of address for women who are not of high enough social standing to be called mistress. Alsop is an old surname of Anglo-Saxon origin. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Date of birth January 30th, 1510. Astrological sign Aquarius. Physical description old and thin, with fine features and stooped shoulders. Member of the St. James Garlic Height covering / coven. Family and romantic relationships. Her husband is Thomas Skelton, was a blacksmith and a well-respected witch. There's a bit more on the personal history. Read more about that in the book. Just quite interesting. I'm gonna go back through the book and show you some of the illustrations. I think this is also from the second book, this illustration, when she went back and she was being told by the weavers and the witches then, and this is when, I think this, is it on the tree? Or is it, I can't remember. If you remember, let me know. That was quite interesting. Actually, no, it's not. This is from her house, her old house, her childhood home, and that's the ghost is her grandmother. Because that's, I think, towards the end of the last book, when a lot of them end up living in the book and they're living in the house, and they got their snacks, they got their games, they got Scrabble, and there's a cat. Yes, I definitely remember. And that's when the tree, the alchemical tree, grew from the hearth. You know, if you know. This is what some of the. This is from Diana's notebook that she was practicing in. Can't remember what she named it. But these are the lists, and this is what she was practicing if it was in real life, what that looked like. Kind of handwriting that was back in the day. There's a lot of really good things in here. Oh, there's a good section. Herbs and medicines, moths, and Sarah's herbs. Section. Get the jumpers is that cute. Anyway, it's here 28 minutes. Gosh, there's so much in this book. I will have to go restart reading that. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. This video's been too long. Stay well, stay safe. Hopefully you'll see you out of the lockdown at some point.